What up? This is Ramashkin covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Let's rock this. Oh man, can you believe it has been over a decade now since the previous Puss in Boots solo movie back in 2011? It took them long enough, right? Some sequels arrived too late. Well, in my opinion, this is not one of those cases. And to be fair, there was also that straight to Netflix Puss in Boots animated series that made it feel like Puss never really left us at all. But what I'm getting at is, holy frijoles! Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is incredibly fun. The animation, the music, the humor, the adventure, all of them are exhilarating all around. I laughed, I cried, I thirsted for a glass of milk. Best Puss in Boots movie yet. And if you love the entire Shrek franchise, you are gonna geek out at the hint that this movie's ending seemingly implies. Directed by Joel Crawford in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, the daring swashbuckling outlaw Puss in Boots discovers that his passion for peril and disregard for safety have taken their toll. Puss has burned through 8 of his 9 lives, though he lost count along the way. Getting those lives back will send Puss in Boots on his grandest quest yet. He then embarks on an epic journey into the Black Forest to find the mythical wishing star and restore his lost lives. But with only 1 life left, Puss will have to humble himself and ask for help from his former partner and nemesis, the captivating Kitty Softpaws. In their quest, Puss and Kitty will be aided against their better judgment by a ratty, chatty, relentlessly cheerful mutt, Perito. Together, our trio of heroes will have to stay one step ahead of Goldie and the Three Bears crime family, Jack Horner, and the terrifying bounty hunter, the Big Bad Wolf. Voice starring Antonia Banderas, Salma Hayek Pinault, Olivia Colman, Harvey Guillen, Samson Cayo, Wagner Moura, Anthony Mendez, John Mulaney, Florence Pugh, Divine Joe Randolph, and Ray Winston. Now, if you've seen DreamWorks' other movie earlier this year called The Bad Guys, the one thing that you'll notice when you watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is that it carries the same animation style. It's clear that this is the direction that DreamWorks is taking moving forward, which by the way is inspired by the game changer, the trendsetter, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So all of DreamWorks Animation's movies, new and upcoming, they will all look like this from here on out. And by this, I mean it's not gonna be just strictly 3D CG. They will all look like storybook illustrations with 2D lines moving around the character rigs. Now, do I like this new style? Yeah, I kinda do. It takes a bit of getting used to though, but it does make the action sequences pop with wild exuberance. Well, this is the future of animation and it's here to stay. Now, it is a general rule of thumb in most sequels to bring in additional new characters. Sometimes that formula can backfire when there's too many of them, resulting in the plot being all over the place. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, however, doesn't suffer from the same mistake, and that's awesome. Yes, you got Goldie and the Bears. Yes, you got Jack Horner, which by the way is based on the nursery rhyme, FYI. But the screenwriter did a spectacular juggling or balancing act on all of them. And he accomplished it not at the expense of our lead hero, Puss. The dynamics of these new supporting characters are very well examined and in a manner that doesn't take up too much time and space. And the humor and the energy are consistent throughout without once dropping its thrilling momentum. So what you get is not a deviation into this subplot or that subplot, but rather an understanding of the motivations behind why all these colorful cast of characters are chasing after the same exact MacGuffin. It's very nicely done. Look, I don't know what more to add really. You can already tell that I'm a huge fan of this movie. It's pretty freaking obvious. Even the new A-list co-stars are splendid, especially Florence Pugh, who put so much heart into her character Goldie, her storyline gets surprisingly emotional, which is beautiful. Of course, Antonio and Selma have a long rapport together. They go way back, and because of that, Puss and Kitty's chemistry and banters in this film are electric. But the true breakout star is the little dog Perito, whose bleeped out foul mouth will absolutely crack you up. So yeah, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is one of my favorite movies of the year, one of the best animated movies of 2022, and this is an exciting, awesome film that can be enjoyed by your whole entire family.